morning everybody, and welcome. We're just harvesting part of our experiment here to see what yield we have. Now I do have a minor concern, probably maybe more than minor, not so much for this at the moment, but for when I come to sow the soya, because precision farming had an update, and I did update it, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I did before this was complete. I probably should have held off updating until I had at least finished off this harvesting of the experiment, so I'm not sure what impact it's now going to have on it. I'm just going to have a look when I come to sow the soya, whether that's later this day or tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, I should have held off. But yeah, it's kind of habit that I do tend to update. And the thing was, I've held off updating the map for now, because it's going to change things as well that I'm not yet ready to change, but I can change later on in the storyline. Because I know that Missy B's still working on things that she's hoping to get working, and such as the fact is, and I'm hoping she will too. So I'm holding off updating the map for now, and I kind of wish I'd done that also for precision farming, but yeah, it's done. So I don't know where I've put my notebook. I'll have to find my notebook once I've done the harvesting of this to note down yield and compare it to the last twice, because yeah, as you know, we scrapped the previous canola yield because I messed that up too. Because I've also had an issue with precision farming if I stop plant growth, or if I go to the other farm, or home as it's called. Although I think that might just be if I do like an overnight stay, you know, beyond midnight. It seems to probably affect it. If I come back within the same day, I don't think it does. But anyway, yeah. Plus I also messed up other stuff, but yeah. So I think that it's looking very much like we are certainly going to have a higher yield than the two previous ones. The one that we did want as it was, and the second one that we kind of got messed up because of the whole change of things like pH and stuff when I do certain things within the game. But I'm pretty sure it's under 11,000 I've had for each previous yield. So this is the one that's everything we've got at perfect for the first time. And of course it'll leave a certain amount of fertiliser in the field, which we would be expecting to therefore impact the soybean yield, which we've already had a harvested soybean when we had 0 nitrogen in the field to maximise its yield. But as I say, I I'm sure that this changes, the update changes to how soybean is, so I'm curious to see what that change is. And I'll find out with this hopefully when I'm hoping it's not going to affect the experiment, but it's kind of difficult to say now. It's a bit of a shame, really. So I think we're already over what they previously had in the yields. Let's grab my notebook here. So both have previously given me 10,500 litres, so we're already over that. But yeah, I think the question was just how much roughly was the percentage of loss was to the yield when I didn't make it perfect, when I just used the canola to reduce the nitrogen in the field to 0. So we're going to have to empty this just before we get to the end, maybe. Oh, just made it. So that's interesting. So yeah, that's not quite an additional 4,000 litres, but almost. So maybe about 40% more roughly. Just under 40% more of a yield when we had it perfect to when we did it, which is let me just jump in here. What does that say? Yeah, that's good. Yep. I don't know why that's saying perfect. Trying to grab a pen. So we saw we'd got on the perfect, we got 11,051 litres. It's hard to see on that, isn't it? So the first Wyther that we did was 10,536. So this one's 14,277. So as I say, a bit less than 4,000 litres, so maybe about 35% perhaps would be a rough estimate. Oh, didn't mean to switch that off. So yeah, well, that's that done. Now I think students have currently got a plough, so I might have to, we're nearly done with that grass field though, so I might go and snaffle the plough off of them and they can actually just start cultivating. But in the meantime, I'll get all this put away. Catch you in a bit. I've swapped out, oops, gone too far, the plough with the student, I brought them up the cultivator and grabbed the plough. I gotta say, this tractor really needs some wash, but it's gonna have to wait until I've got this field ploughed at least. So yeah, if you know what the change is to soya and precision farm, stick it in the comments, because I'm really curious to know. Although, as I often am, I'm recording these ahead of the schedule in which I stick them out, because I just try to get them done when I can. Especially at the moment. Oh, tell you what I want to do. I want to have a quick check of 16 nitrogen down this part of the field. We'll see how high it is when we get up the top, and of course it does say pH good there, so in normal circumstances I wouldn't change that, but because we've been trying to make the pH perfect in every single crop, I'll be doing that again. I will add pH just after I've done ploughing and before I will add pH, you know what I mean, I'll add lime before I cultivate. Now then, yeah, 40 up here. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Because the one thing we are expecting is that yield will be less, but I am concerned that the change is to do with yield, because quite possibly people weren't happy because it was so difficult to get a starting perfect nitrogen level of 0 for soya without, as we've seen, sacrificing the yield of another crop. But yeah, I think we'll do a wee bit music. I did think about maybe trying to squeeze in the lime before lunch, but I decided just to get this washed instead. It was filthy. When I tried to take, you know, I like to try and mix up my shots when I'm recording, but yeah, I couldn't mix up the shot because the windows were so filthy you couldn't actually even see me through them, so give up on that idea. So that's it washed, and I'm going to go grab lunch, and after lunch I'll need a bigger tractor and we will get the lime done and cultivating, and then we'll see if we've got time from there to do anything else. Liming all done. I'll just take this back and give it a quick wash before I grab the cultivator. Which is all good. I don't think I'm going to get it sown this afternoon. I think, hold on, I'll just check the students. Okay, it's stopped for a while now. Back in a minute. Sorry about that, they're fine. It was just a wee bit of an issue with the plough that had been, had a quick maintenance check over it, but one of the students hadn't quite tightened up one of the nuts properly, but it's fine. What was I saying? I've lost track now. I'm washing this, picking up a cultivator. Yes. Oh, rain in the forecast. I don't think I'll get this sown tonight. I think if you get it cultivated, I'll just leave it for tomorrow to get sown, I think. We should be okay. I mean, we are going to be okay time-wise. I've got a meeting with the farm manager tomorrow as well. I think we're going to have quite a few meetings coming up because of everything that's going to be going on in the next couple of weeks or so. And but yeah. Fair enough. Tomorrow I'll get that sown. There's going to be a bit of ploughing and cultivating left to do up there. Just give this a quick wash while I'm at it. It's not long had a wash, but you get any harm. Well, I've got the pressure washer out. Bit ran into the wall. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm out of lime, so hopefully we don't need much more, if any, to be fair, because I think these are going to be, well, it's certainly going to be the last crop in plots. This is my little experiment, but not quite sure about field 12 yet. Right, drop off this tractor and grab the other one which has the cultivator on it. I think this has had a wee bit of a clean and bit of work done on it recently. Tractor could do with getting some fuel after I've done this field though. Hopefully I'll have time to do that before I finish. I'm not working late tonight. Oh, talking of night time. So yesterday's, you know, was taking the bales off the fields to sell them. So for the silage bales we got 43,200, which is exactly the same as we got last time, so that was good. And for the straw bales we just got over 7,300, so not bad for those either. But it wasn't 8 o'clock I got finished, it was 9 o'clock, so yeah, I'm not doing a late night tonight, because, you know, it's going to be hard getting back any flexi time at the moment, because he's going okay by the looks of things. because there's not that much working days left, really. So, right. So I've taken a note of what the nitrogen levels are in this field, so to be honest, without doing numerous different sowing at different levels of nitrogen, it's difficult to see exactly what the impact is. So, you know, because all I've got is 0 and what we've currently got, so that's the only thing I've got in terms of information, so it's not a great deal, but it was two things I was wanting to look at was, you know, how much does not having your crop at perfect N levels impact the yield, and yeah, well, that's it really for both soya and whatever crop I put in here. So the perfect N for soya was 0. Whether that's still the case, I'm not sure. I'm going to find out though, aren't I, tomorrow, so then you'll find out with me. So yeah. Yeah, hopefully I'll get this done within the next couple of hours. But if I manage to put the thing on there, grand. Grand. And then maybe this evening I could edit yesterday's and today's videos ready to go up and scheduled perhaps tomorrow evening. Busy. It's going to rain, but that's fine because I don't think we're going to have any crops to harvest in the next 24 hours at least. I wouldn't have thought. The only crop we've got in at the moment is sunflower, and this one will be tomorrow. We'll put it in. So I finished that a little bit quicker than I thought I would actually, But I'm still not going to start sewing it today because that will take me beyond my usual 4 o'clock finish time. So I think what I'll do is I'll drop off the cultivator, just go down to the garage and top this up with some fuel, do a few odds and sods around the farm that need doing, check on how the students are getting on, and yeah, and then I'll call it a day. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Bye for now, everyone.